timeout time brought to you by Handy Fix ang first aid ng Bakay Mo Banzol. Seals all.
Santa Lucia was 5 for 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. They're 5 for 7 again. It's like they're free throw shooting out there.
Parang ano no? Alam nilang papasok eh.
Well, and that's scary because a lot of their threes are coming in transition. They're doing it with good defense first, and then they're getting the ball out quick, attacking the basket and pitching it out to their open shooters. AJ, that's coming from a pitch ahead, draws the defensive help, and Josh Urbastando, who's a good shooter, is wide open from the top of the key, and then Chris Ross sprints the ball up the floor and finds Al-Jamal wide open as well for another three. They're 10th of this half. Incredible shooting for Santa Lucia.
Considering that this team is not exactly in the top 5, in fact, they're at the bottom of the three-point shooting percentage totem pole, norming only 29% per game from that sector.
Well, 5 for 7 again this quarter so far from the three. Tremendous shooting coming from Santa Lucia.
Now, that's going to be important. They need Baguio right now. That's 4 points for Cyrus.
That's a great shot, and it was pretty solid defense right there, but that's an excellent player making a tough basketball play.
In the meantime, an arm foul. Cyrus Baguio gets his second foul. We're at the 6:14 point of this second quarter.
Santa Lucia couldn't be happier with the way that they're playing basketball and really shooting the ball and making the other teams pay.
Ross scoops it to Pistondo.
Oh my!
Yes!
He's on fire! He's got 4! Wow, the 11 for 15! That's pretty good free throw shooting. They're shooting that from the 3.
Simpson tries to break down the defensive ball, and that actually went through the cords already.
Well, Simpson has been the big highlight for Alaska. He's got 16 points and is really playing well. If he wasn't playing this well, this could be real ugly real quick.
Yes, but it is still an 18-point lead staring at the Aces. Obistondo says, "Can I have one more try, sir?" Misses this.
Oh, that one a heat check. He was 4 for 4, so
baka sakali lang naman. Yes! Baguio suddenly decided, I now have to hit my shots, have to take a few more shots. He has 7.
Yeah, knocking it down. Good pass there from Simpson. And Santa Lucia going to get a timeout here, but hoping they don't cool off because they are just on fire.
We're taking a short break here, but we'll return you to a place where Santa Lucia has suddenly gone and fuego. We'll be back.
Any better than this?
And Nebra plays later on in the afternoon. They go up against their 21. That's coming up in a short while. I'll see if these guys have never been on TV in their lives, huh?
Hey, I'm on TV. Wow.
Alam mo, hindi lumalabas sa TV. Welcome to our Father's Day special, and if you've been surfing the channels and you're surprised with the score, there's nothing wrong with our scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. That's the truth. Hot shooting by Santa Lucia has given them this awesome lead at the second quarter. 5:21 mark. 48-33 is our official count.
Just stroking it, and you know, AJ's made 3, Urbastando's made 4, Al-Jamal's hit a couple. I mean, Menor's hit 2. Just tremendous shooting coming from Santa Lucia.
And they're hoping, as you mentioned, it won't cool down as Custodio tries to attack inside. Kick out to Urbastondo. Shot clock winding down to 5 seconds. Johnson, Baguio goes to work. He's beginning to try to rally his team by himself.
What a good decision there in transition. Cyrus with great hands. You cannot be lax with the ball around him. And didn't force it in transition. AJ's a great shot blocker in transition. Cyrus taking the easy 15-footer.
And he has 9 points already. That will not connect, and here comes Alaska. Lead has been trimmed down now to 13. Hang time. It's a pass, actually. LA looking inside does not force the issue. The Santa Lucia defense already assembled. Backdoor. Simpson draws the double coverage. Shot clock at 8. Toss. Extra pass. Sugnatan goes up. Ball from the rear by Custodio.
Now Alaska doing a little bit of what Sta Lucia was doing early, and that's getting stops, pushing the ball, and if they don't have an opportunity, sharing the basketball.
Pugnatan all set to go to the free throw line. Delivers on the first. Go ahead, please.
I think it's such a big thing when teams share the ball, Sev. You see, Sta Lucia really seemed to be having fun on that run. And Alaska right there, Toss could have taken the shot. Prior to that, LA could have taken the shot. Simpson might have tried to force a shot, but nobody forced it. And the extra pass leads to the high percentage play.
Absolutely. Free throw brought to you by BMEC WBA's Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Yamado. Pugnatan takes care of 2 points, and a lead that once stood as high as 20 has now been reduced to 11. At some point, despite the torrid shooting of Sta Lucia, there will be some quieting and sublime moments, if you would like to call it that, but nothing sublime about that attack.
Bonbon Custodio is so good at attacking the basket. Just checked in about a minute ago, and just dangerous off a dribble penetration. You saw he's got a little Cyrus Baguio in his game, his own right.
Simpson from 10. It will not bite, and the ball is loose and on the ground. Custodio quickly to Johnson, who looks ahead, goes all the way, misses badly. Tenorio to Baguio. Custodio waiting for Baguio.
Oh, great hands.
Steal. Yes, indeed. Custodio knew exactly where Baguio would bring the ball. Dish off to Johnson. Could be an offensive foul here.
And that's the second time that LA Tenorio has drawn a charge. Really good help side defense there. When a player's come in full speed, Sev, they usually don't have time to stop themselves completely. And if you step up into that driving lane, you can take a charge. LA has done that twice now in this half.
That is a common question of those who watch the PBA. Why doesn't he stop? Easier said than done, ano?
Yeah.
Pag nakabuelo na eh.
Subukan nyo na lang. Go full speed and then stop in an instant. It's kind of hard.
Not unless you flash ka, no? In the meantime, we are looking at Simpson. Send it outside to Baguio, who pockets it from three-point distance. And Baguio beginning to catch fire. He's 12.
I think he heard you, Seb, saying that he wasn't contributing much. Oh, yeah?
I think.
Oh, yeah? What are you going to say now?
You know, in 25 years of doing this, I now begin to detect that they have microphones or earphones where they can actually hear us here. In the meantime,
my! Cyrus Baguio just on fire. He's got 15 all of a sudden.
And his production, the bulk of which have happened in this quarter, 13 of those 15. This has been transformed into a shoot fest. Despite the 20-point lead, it's been sliced down now to 7. He steps in the box, gets it.
Well, he's tough down there. You know, Simpson's about 3 or 4 inches taller than Ali Peak. Oh, weak side. Weak side. You got to see the guy running the floor. Cyrus Baguio finding Simpson for the smash.
Again playing Boyd Fernandez. He's going to press the timeout buzzer. It's a 30-second timeout brought to you by Handy Fix. Our first aid on Bakay Mo, Bonzol, Seal Sol. You know, that kind of play, that absolutely beautiful sky, eye in the sky, works only if you've got great eye contact between passer and recipient.
Well, and it's coming from leading scorer Cyrus Baguio, who could have tried to pull up and shoot a shot there, but he saw the import running. Now, what I like what Simpson did, Simpson just got scored on in the post by Ali Peak.
Correct.
He didn't hang his head. He got out and ran the lane right away, and within 5 seconds, what looked like a sure advancement of the lead by Sta Lucia all of a sudden got cut by the effort and play. Watch it, right?
Here's that play, you know. Oh, man. Sometimes you know this in practice. Players fool around with this. Let's try this in practice. But when guys get used to playing together, and they know the opening presents itself, they'll try this. And coaches like it when they do try to take those chances. Those are energy-boosting shots. Menor back in the game, tries this drive, blocked by Simpson. There's an offensive foul.
And another charge, Reyno Hugnatan, veteran player, great defender, stepping in the driving lane, again, drawing a charge.
Wow, Sta Lucia losing the steam here, losing a lot of steam here. And in the last 4 minutes, it's been a 17-4 run anchored on Cyrus Baguio's beautiful